That's not even the problem. The problem is that I don't feel like doing anything. I'm surprised how quickly the day has gone by without me doing check sheet. Compared to last week, I was on top of it. I'm up here sitting up confused like what was different between last week and right now? Well, I tell you what was different. Damn. Like what you didn't have to do was be so directly in my face. Did you feed your dog today? If you pretend like I'm the only one doing that, then that's on you. And it's not that I haven't been able to do anything. I just chose. I chose absolutely nothing, to do absolutely nothing. Because the motivation to do anything right now. Literally anything at all. It's time to be direct, la 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 la. You will never understand the difficulty in which I faced making sure I had that as an alarm. Now Dario, if you even know what that is, was before my time. It really was. I shall not reveal my sources into how I came about. Oh, the battery wanna die? Are you for real? Listen. It's nobody's fault that my camera battery is ass. Come on, Canon, pick a struggle. It's just my fault that I'm viewing the day as wasted because the only productive thing I'm going to do today at all is go to work. As I've been calling it, the shift. Bleep that out, Julie. You know the internet can't handle people saying the N word or the H word. I'm not gonna hold you. I was semi-hoping that me bringing out this bad boy was gonna give me the motivation I needed to literally jumpstart my day. In conclusion, I simply do not feel like it. Was never going to, never did, and that's just it. It's that simple. But it's also that simple just to start. It's still warm from how recently I've been laying in bed, quite literally, all day long. Woo! I'm also just in the mood of hearing myself ramble. Literally doing exactly what I have to do to get by. That doesn't include all the stuff that I'm finna do. For example, I'm finna make my bed. So I'm not finna sit here and explain why a person needs to make their bed. You could choose to do it and you probably didn't. I don't know what sick satisfaction I gain out of doing it neither. I just do it sometimes. And by sometimes I mean every time I leave the crib. I really be setting it up to reward myself when I come back. Do you know how good it is to facepalm in an already made bed? No, you don't. You don't. Look at this. Unproductive. It wasn't even like I was playing a game. I would have counted that as being productive if I played the game. But I didn't. You wanna see this gadget I got? It's a reusable, you know what this is. It's time to be correct. You're standing on my neck. Would you say how it's reusable? Well, what you do is let it get all dirty, and then you run it under some water and let the run off, and you dry it off, and it's back sticky again. You asking me like I made the technology? I didn't. I'm just using it. You got an iPhone, don't you? La 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 la. And the thing is, it's not even that I don't feel like going to work. I'm mainly going to work because I halfway expect to get fired. Not in the bad way, but just in the economic times is economically. Let me turn on the lights. Ew. It's June, y'all. Middle of Texas. Which honestly just reminds me to hate my job a little more because even though I'm fortunate enough to not be working directly outside in the Texas heat, I am forced, however, to wear black. This is my stop. Time to get up. Time to go away. Excuse me. That's another reason why I really haven't been filming in my room. One, because I've been a disgusting pig, but two, there's too many random boxes and things in here and packaging and things that have either my or a related address of mine, which is annoying. To literally have to pre-think that thought is why I have that. But the good news is I give myself a 2-hour head start every day. Even though sometimes I definitely do be playing with myself. Like, I hear that 2-hour alarm go off and won't do anything for an hour and a half. La la la, you're standing on my neck. Do you like how I put the bonnet on the Lilo? Now I know this looked like I bought into the nostalgia, which I low-key did, but not from the movie. I'm literally not watching that Lilo and Stitch movie. You cannot force me to ruin my own nostalgia. People are only out here trying to make money, and that's fair. But the thing is, you can make something new. All children do not need Disney. Y'all don't be thinking about that either. Y'all can come up with something new. They enjoy Paw Patrol. They enjoy Bluey. You don't have to give them Lilo and Stitch. But I did watch them do that director's cut post 9/11. I don't know where I saw it. It was probably YouTube, given on how much time I spent on that. That was the purpose of making my bed. I'm coming back to that. Laundry. Tells I'm not talking to you. Anyway, sorry about that. Julie, cut that out. Cut my overtly racism out. You know, these are regular joggers, but I'm thinking, can I wear these to work? No. This is a work clothes. This is work clothes, but it look-y needs to be sewn in the crotch. I mean, I can get away with it. But if I pop a fat squat in this, we might have some repercussions. Repercussioning. See, this is why I don't want to be tall until y'all run into some tall people issues. I'm not even giving you the description. I'm gonna let you figure that out if you make it there. I've been getting into sewing a lot more, which has been kind of nice. I've been kind of panicked about it though because it's me sewing things that I actually need and or refuse to replace if broken. So yeah. Okay, this is really just a half batch of laundry because for some reason I cannot find myself going the full week, and if I do, I overdo it to where I desperately need to wash immediately when the week is done. Or when my work week is done. I had another mask, and yes, I wear my mask to work. Maybe in a later video I'll explain why, as to not get me in trouble as I still currently work there. Currently getting ready for work as I actively get ready for work. I bought these masks for literal COVID when literal COVID was still COVIDing, which it still is, but we're just pretending it's not, I guess. I gotta pick out a work fit, which isn't the hardest part. I actually like picking out the work fit, mostly because I like picking out my fits in general. I'm trying so hard with these angles, but sunlight only comes from one direction in my room, okay? The equivalent of my personal pentagon. It don't matter how short the shift is if you close it for real, because what you're really doing is everything. You really are. And you can't tell me different. Would you say I could add supporting light by actually using my ring light? Why would you ever feel so free as to tell me what to do like that? There was something that pissed me off earlier and I was gonna talk about it. Guess I forgot. Oh, the hiccups again? This is what always be happening to me. Would you say that barely changed anything? Did that even help? It's getting chaotic in here. I can't take it. But what I was gonna do was show you some of the fits. The non-disclosed fits I was wearing to work. Which I had something just like it. The button popped off and I have yet to figure out how to sew it back on. But this came in a pinch. It was a hand-me-down. Now what I need is a pair of bottoms. I'm willing to go full-blown work shorts. I just can't help the feeling of feeling shitty because I'm literally about to crash out over these hiccups. Maybe this is the part where I just don't talk and just show you me hanging my clothes up. There's just a small little influential part of me that feels like clothing is related to poverty somehow. And it's my fault that I don't have the right clothes because it's my fault that I'm not impoverished. But I'm still working for the check. I'm not going to lie because it kind of feels like everything that can go wrong is going wrong at the current moment. And instead of crashing out about that, I'm just gonna let life. It's casually getting way too hot in here and I think it's because I opened the blinds. My mistake. Oh God. On a regular day, I would have went to the gym. Would have gotten some snacks, some groceries, And I would have probably washed my car. I meant to wash my car last week, but I didn't because it was going to rain, and it did, the next 2 days. Also, I realized this a while ago. I never put my blanket back, so let's do that.